3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, Ashley Daniels here for the Real Housewives of New York after show. We finally had the episode, the election episode, and Ramona's 60th birthday. So much to discuss. Tune in.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
I need some 50s dance moves.
Yes! Right?
Yes.
Ramona cried, but it's good tears.
It was
Tears
good
of
tears.
joy.
Yes.
As
Real
the
happy
elevator
tears.
almost shut on her in the most awkward situation ever. Hey guys, Ashley Daniels here. You can tweet me at Ashley Daniels. Who am I with tonight, starting from my right?
Hey guys, I'm Thomas Orlina. Follow me everywhere at Thomas Orlina and check out my website, thomasorlina.com.
Hey guys, it's Lyndsey. I'm back from New York. It was
Welcome back.
everything I dreamed it to be and more. I loved it. Can't wait to talk about this episode and even catch up on last week's episode. I'm Lyndsey. You guys can tweet me on all things social media at Lyndsey Wegner.
And you guys can find me, Megan Stecher, on social media. They're all the same. It's all at Megan Stecher. And hello again.
And we have some special guests tonight visiting us from Podcast One, our family of Podcast One. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves? Your camera's right over there.
Yeah, hi there, I'm Garrett Smith.
I'm Amy Seidel.
And I think most important of all is they are huge fans of the New York Housewives, so they didn't see tonight's episode. We're always upfront about things, but so, you guys are going to be spoiled, unfortunately, but we love to turn to you guys and ask you guys just questions about them in general, since you guys watch every episode and you love them.
Absolutely.
Sounds
So,
good.
if you don't mind,
No,
I
not at
might
all.
turn to you a couple times. Okay. Overall thoughts tonight? How did you think? Were you guys disappointed at all? I'm going to just say straight up, I was with the election party. I was disappointed.
Oh.
I was waiting for this, big, crazy, dramatic party to happen with the election party that I just felt like they were anticipating, they were building it up, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, Dorinda walks out, and, Carole maybe
Everybody
sheds
just
half a tear,
leaves.
and I'm like, what?
I think they all knew what was coming, and since they were all hoping for the Hillary win, better than crying or making a scene about it, better to just leave. And I think
But is it as entertaining?
It's not as entertaining,
No,
of course
not at
not.
all.
But I mean, if they were going to make a scene about it and be upset about it later on, it's probably best for them to leave. They knew where it was going.
I thought it was
Yeah.
edited a little strangely because it seemed like it was really jumpy at the very end of the party when Carole was leaving. And I think that she was probably a lot more emotional and they cut it out.
Yeah.
And then they showed the emotion the next morning, which was strange to me. I think, balancing the heaviness of her disappointment with the election was probably great with Ramona being so excited at her party. So it would have been some good dramatic highs and lows if they would have left it in there. I was a little confused about the editing of that.
But
Yeah,
why
I agree.
anticipate? Why build it up?
Yeah.
If they already knew the episode wasn't going to have that boom moment, why build it up so much? Why not pick another story, something else? Could have been anything else. There's so many things going on. Tinsley and Sonja, so many. I just felt like it was just kind of a.
Yeah, I felt like it was lacking a little bit. I agree with the panel. I think everybody was expecting this big moment. I mean, I think because she felt emotional about the night that they just cut it out. But I think it would have been best to keep it in there because it would have been more relatable for people to see how people were feeling, and kind of the play-by-play was very quick. So I think it left viewers wanting more.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Sorry, guys. I hope you enjoy it. No, but it all made up. When we get to Ramona's birthday,
Ramona's party
that's
made
the
up for the episode.
Totally made up for it. So it starts off a little slow tonight. Carole's talking about politics in the car with her mom. Did we ever meet her mom before? I don't remember.
I don't
think so. Helen made her debut tonight.
She made her debut. They popped her New York cherry. I hope we see her again. She was really cute, really sweet. But the two of them were driving, and then they go and I think they have lunch or something, or brunch. I don't know. They were eating something, eating or drinking, and they were just talking about why she loves politics so much. And Carole mentioned something interesting. She was like, "Well, the relationship with the Kennedys has nothing to do with it." Mm-hmm. Did you guys prior to that ever think about that and think that was a reason why?
I didn't. No, I kind of, with her journalism background, she's a news junkie. So
Yeah.
I always thought she was into it because of that. I wasn't considering her husband who had passed. But I did think it was hilarious in that they were supposed to be canvassing the neighborhood. And Pennsylvania is very rural besides Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. So I was surprised at her choice of a Cookie Monster type hoodie to go canvas. It just was so the Upper East Side woman with a strange fashion sense goes canvassing the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania, and it was just random to me. I was like, that was a bad choice because it lends itself to that whole like coastal elites are out of touch thing that was happening with.
Yeah.
Which she even brought up about shopping with Ramona.
Right. So I was like, ooh, that outfit was not a good choice to go, canvas in a neighborhood full of like your regular, everyday, hard work, middle class people.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, also with like 15 cameras for the Real Housewives, a Bravo crew. I mean, that's probably not going to help either. But
It's a little overwhelming.
True. So that was my issue with the whole thing.
Okay, well, I love that. You always
Yeah.
have such a great perspective on things. Lyndsey, did you have anything you want to say about this?
No.
Okay, great. On to the next one. Well, this was interesting. She told her mom that they're just shacking up, her and Adam. It seems
She's
like every
bringing that word up
episode,
again.
she keeps bringing it up. Is she doing this because she's trying to convince herself that she's not serious about him? All right, Lyndsey wants to speak. Go.
Yes.
I think she wants him out of the house. I'm just going to say that.
I think so.
It kind of seems
I
that
think
way.
so too, because it keeps getting brought up, and she's like, "We like our space, we like our things," and she's never really introduced her boyfriends to her mom, which I don't know if I think that that's weird, but they've been together for a long time,
Yeah.
so I feel like it's awkward because like 2 years.
Yeah.
2 years is a long time for you not to introduce
meet
them
the
to anyone in
family.
your family.
I think that that's strange.
It goes to show how serious she's
Yeah.
taken this relationship.
He looked kind of like, I don't know, the vibe was kind of weird at the election party
Yes.
as well. It's like, he was kind of like, like he was over it.
He was the yes man
And you
to
can
her.
kind of sense that from her. She's kind of letting people know that this is her apartment, he's shacking up with her, but it does seem a little strange this season.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little awkwardness.
Right?
There.
Okay. Oh my gosh, this next scene we could have done without. I don't know why they edit this stuff in sometimes, but Ramona was getting facial injections, which we all didn't really feel like looking at.
Hey, I was
but-
actually, as gross as it was, I think I'm with Thomas on this, as
Yeah.
gross as it's not gross, but as hard as it was to watch, interesting because it's interesting to see how that works, and she does look really good for her age, so I give her...
I want to say it reminds me of I don't know how I ended up doing this, but I follow the guy that does all the Kardashians
Dr. Orion.
Dr.
Yes.
Orion. I love his Instagram.
Yeah.
And I think it's like the cool laser that he does on people.
He does
'cause
the
I-
cool laser.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
it gets
it's
rid
all
of
those
under eye
little
circles.
yeah, all those
I only
little
know because my
marks.
boyfriend knows him.
Oh, okay.
Just
works with
I
him.
was gonna say
It
all
leaves
those
all
little
those little things.
white marks. It's like a full like resurfacing, and I feel like that's what she was having done.
I
Yeah.
feel like, well, I don't know about that. I feel like with that, that's something where I don't think you can actually walk out of the house for a while. I think there's I don't know if it like burns off some, or just takes off some layer of your skin or something, or like
chemical
cleans up-
peel does
maybe
that.
the chemical peel does. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe you're right then. Well, the thing that I couldn't watch was when they pulled her lip and they put the needles inside of her
Yes,
lips. And
yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't believe that she didn't know what she was getting done. She's like, she's just numbing me everywhere, so I don't know what she's gonna do or whatever. I'm like, you don't know what you're about to get done to your face?
I'm still thinking about the needles, and I'm like tense right now.
It's
I'm like, ooh.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I appreciated the scene because, again, it's like one of those things on Housewives where they do these procedures, they keep it real, and I think for viewers to see like that don't have the money to do these types of procedures, it kind of elevates the show a little bit. It's like, oh
Yeah.
wow, she has all that time and money to do something like that. It's interesting, I guess. Like just
Yeah.
as a filler, literally.
Yeah.
It's also working. She looks great.
She does
Yeah.
look good.
She will
looks
tell you she
really-
looks great.
she will
Just
tell-
ask her. Because that's all she did during that part of
Because
the
she
episode.
looks in the mirror and sees someone 15 years younger.
Oh my
Yes.
God. She loves
She's got a
herself.
healthy sense of self, I would say.
Yeah.
Self-love.
Yeah. I was going to say something. I'm not going to. Sonia is, this was interesting. So Sonia was with Rocco tonight.
I like that.
And it was funny. Lyndsey was like, because she was like, Frenchie? And then we were thinking, no, it's not Frenchie. This is Rocco. But then she literally, 2 seconds after Lyndsey brings it up, she's like, oh, so I'm torn between Frenchie and Rocco. She's got these two Frenchies in a sense, but one of them, she clarifies, is the marriage guy, and one is the guy for sex. So was she saying that there are men in life you marry and men in life you have sex with, meaning that when you are married, you can still have other men to have sex with?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Okay, so there's.
No.
She said she kind of put them into piles. Like
I'm
she was
glad
like,
she brought up that conversation because I feel like in LA, that's how people feel like too. Like there's the people that you like hook up with, and there's people that you present yourself a different way. I don't know if I'm speaking just for myself,
I
but
get it.
right? I mean, I think that Ramona brings that energy to the show, and I appreciate like her realness, and it's nice to see her with that guy. With
mean
Rocco.
Sonia.
Sonia.
Sonia, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
Well,
not.
like
It was
Sonia.
refreshing. Yeah, I know.
You said
oh
one
my
thing
god.
wrong. He never gets anything wrong. It's like perfect.
I like her with Rocco. Like I said, I mean, that's her marrying type of guy. And I watched the show yesterday, so I could catch up on everything that had happened. Dorinda Cray last week.
Oh,
Out of
yes,
control.
girl.
Yeah.
Out of control. I didn't get to watch your guys' show, but
That's
I
right.
watched the episode, and I was like, oh, I wonder what they said
It was like
about
a
it.
switch.
Because
Speaking of which, I have news.
Yes.
Of course you do, Megan
So how
Stecher.
Dorinda said...
Wait, can we get some news music?
Oh. It's not that big a deal.
All right, fine.
So, how Dorinda said, not well, bitch, with like the side
Yeah.
hand and the whole thing. So I tweeted every time someone asked me this week how I'm doing, I'm gonna reply with not well, bitch. And I tagged Dorinda and Michael Rappaport. And Michael Rappaport retweeted it.
Oh my
So
God.
every single day I'm getting so many people retweeting it. And I'm like, this is my biggest tweet of all time.
I saw
That
it.
should be a pin
Wait,
tweet.
Megan, I have to go and retweet that. I didn't even know you did that. That's awesome.
was
That's
great.
awesome.
It's genius.
It was great.
I can't believe he liked
need
it
to
and
look it up.
retweeted it. I was like, yes, I made it.
I want
Yes.
people to know that these people, they really do respond. Like if you tweet
Yeah.
them the right thing, the funny thing, they will respond. They will retweet it. They will talk to
And
you.
Dorinda tweeted back a heart.
Of course she did.
Queen.
That's amazing.
But Dorinda, you didn't text me back about coming on the show. But that's okay.
Dorinda,
that's
we'd
okay.
love to
Dorinda,
have
join
you.
us, please.
That's okay. Just go MIA, but that's okay. At least she knows we exist.
Yes.
She'll come back someday. So the Frenchie and Rocco situation, I just thought that was really interesting to see the way Sonja looks at men in general.
Like, I find it interesting she keeps dating these young men that she knows is just a sexual relationship, but, like, does she not want to be married? Is that why she keeps doing that? Or is she just waiting for a marriageable type person to
Well, Rocco seems like he's an
propose?
eligible candidate.
Right, and I'm wondering why she doesn't pursue it more wholeheartedly, because it seems like she pursues dating the younger men.
Yeah, you
and
could tell
not
the
the other
chemistry
way.
at the dinner table. Like, you know, they were having a great time. It feels like he was really vibing with her and connecting. So she should really take up Rocco. I think that's who she needs in her life. I think she's already done the younger guys and all the extras that she's done.
I think she's not. I think she's not ready to settle down yet.
Yeah.
I think
Really?
she feels like there will be a time, and she can have anybody she wants when she wants them.
I think she's in that place right now too, where
Yeah.
she can kind of date that younger guy, and it's working out. Obviously, she's still able to pick up these younger guys that are very attractive and that she can have fun with. So she's not quite ready to settle down. She knows that she should, and that's her future. But right now, while she's young and fun, she can do the younger guy thing.
Well,
And
she should be careful because that's what she did with Tom, and now Tom is on a yacht, private plane with LuAnn. So kind of like I feel like she has to like know when to make her move.
Yeah.
Because she kind of missed that one. And it kind of like when I see Rocco, I kind of get that Tom vibe. It's like this was like your Tom, or that was the kind of guy that you were with, and now he's off the market.
Do you think she has to pick up the bill when she's with the younger guys?
Yes.
All right. Well then. I think you want to feel taken care of
the cougar.
sometimes when you're dating. So I feel like she has to go back and forth. It's like
And
the
I
good
feel-
looks and then getting taken care of.
And I'm sure they do
Financially.
pay occasionally, but I feel like it's more of a she's covering that with them.
Right. And so do you think that her dates maybe aren't as grand?
Yeah.
Because she's like, I might have to pay for this one, so let's go
Or,
to.
I mean, weren't they in
We're going to
France?
Shake Shack.
Weren't they on a vacation together? So who paid for the vacation?
I don't know. It's a good question.
I feel like there's a lot of like hooking up. Like she goes to their place, they go to hers. There's not like a lot of dates with the younger guy.
Yeah.
It's like let's go to Shake Shack and like let's
Right. Exactly.
In and out.
She'll be like,
Taco
let's
Bell.
order in.
That's interesting. But so Bethenny, now we're going to Bethenny and Ramona, and she's not going to go to the birthday. She makes it very clear. She's like, I'm just not going to do something that I don't want to do. Okay, so, and we all know, spoiler alert, she doesn't go after. She doesn't actually go to the birthday. She does not show up. She's known Ramona for a long time, and Ramona's done a lot of weird things to Bethenny, and Bethenny has gotten over all of them. Do you think in this case, being a 60th, that she should have went?
I do.
I agree. I agree with the drive-by. Dorinda said she's
Yeah.
like just a
Drive-by.
drive-by happy birthday.
Yeah.
Because last year when Bethenny had that surgery with when she was having major female surgery stuff, Ramona showed up and was like, "I'll just hang out here,"
Good point.
and was really a good friend. And
Good
I'm not
point.
saying that you can't have moments if somebody does something that's really hurtful. And Bethenny also made a good point by saying it was my birthday the day before Ramona said that to me, and she never said happy birthday.
Yeah.
That was interesting. She prides herself on being such a good friend, always keeping in touch, always texting. And Bethenny has made a point of in the past of saying, like, Ramona always texts me and checks up on me when I'm going through something. So I thought it was interesting that she forgot to wish Bethenny a happy birthday.
I think it might have been intentional. I mean, I feel like it was intentional, to be honest, because, I mean,
Wait, what do you mean intentional? What
like not reaching out to Bethenny on her birthday.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, and I think that with Bethenny, like her stance, I think that she's been through all this with Ramona so many times that this is kind of sending a message that you're not going to do this. And I think it was below the belt talking about Brynn, especially during this crazy time. So her not going to Ramona's, it's kind of like sending a message like, I don't care if it's your 60th birthday.
Yeah.
Like, if we're going to be friends, like, we're not going to do those types of things, especially on camera when people are watching.
Would Ramona have done, would she have gone to Bethenny's party if the tables were flipped?
I think she would have done a drive-by and tried to be like, I came, you're welcome, Bethenny.
With a gift in
Oh,
front of
yes,
her.
yeah.
Ramona is more of, I shouldn't even say this, media,
Then
like,
say it, then say it,
media,
then say it.
like, seeking.
Like,
Like, she wants
She's
to,
going to
she wants to be on
impress.
camera.
she wants to be on camera, so
Right.
she's going to make a drive-by.
That goes to show
Yeah.
how Bethenny really, I mean, this is the second time we've seen Bethenny skip a party. In the
Yeah.
past, what?
She gives
2 episodes?
0 Fs.
Zero
Fs.
And it keeps her going, I'll tell you. That's the thing about her that we
I'm
all
sad
love.
we didn't see too much of her tonight.
Yeah, we're not, oh, damn, I know.
Maybe she's doing she's doing other things, so I guess.
For her to balance mogling that business and then her time with Brynn, because what we know, like, if she has Brynn on her days, she, like, doesn't film. She's like, forget about it. So I think that's why we see so much less of her the past couple of seasons. I'll take what we can get. She really is an all-star.
I
She
wish
is,
we
yeah.
could see her with Brynn.
I
Because
know.
Brynn is
Will
so
we
cute.
ever be able to?
It's
don't
interesting
think
to
so.
just hear like
Jason-
she's 6 and it's like, wow, like we don't see her ever. You
Unless
know?
Jason like lost all parental rights by going like how
So this is
postal
all because
he's
of
been
Jason.
Going.
Yeah.
I think he'll never grant her the right to put Brynn on television because I think he doesn't want that for Brynn, and also it's kind of like F you, Bethany.
Yeah, he's not giving her everything.
Even
You
though-
guys are nodding your heads. You agree in this?
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
I think Jason's going out of his way to make sure
Really?
she's not on the show. Yeah.
would you want to see her if she was on the show? Would you?
I think
would you
so.
want-
I think it
yeah.
adds another element to Bethenny.
Yeah.
Because we're so used to seeing, Miss Independent, Miss on her own, but she's more emotional, I think, with family.
Yeah.
I do something creepy where like
What?
if somebody's kid's not allowed on television, but you're dying to know like how much they've grown up or like what do they look like now? Like I'll Google them.
Yeah.
I'll be like Bethenny and Brynn and see like the latest paparazzi pictures of
Sure.
her just like
That's not
taking
that
her.
creepy. I do that too.
It's just weird because they're like not allowed on television, but I'm like dying to know like how big Brynn is and what does she look like now? Because it's like we watched her a couple, 2,
We got
3
to
years
see
on,
her.
on Bethany's reality show, and now I'm like, how big is she?
I don't think that's creepy at
No.
all. You see, like, it will pop up like Bethenny getting her from school and stuff like that.
Yeah.
She is. Oh my God, she looks just like Jason. Like
That's
a
what's
clone.
so
She always
crazy.
did,
But
and
like a
it's like-
clone now.
And now it's like
Jason
that's
with
the
blonde
worst.
hair.
Isn't that the worst with divorced couples? Like,
Yes.
like how Reese Witherspoon's kids look exactly
my
like
God.
her.
I know.
That's not too big of a problem when your kids look like Ryan Phillippe, though. I think you'll. That's,
Well, it's like her daughter looks exactly like
Yeah.
her, and I'm
Face shape,
sure
yeah.
when they first broke up, Ryan was like, "God damn it, I can't get away
Oh,
from
you
this
mean?
woman."
Oh, you mean she looks like Reese? The daughter.
Yeah,
looks like-
yeah, yeah,
Their
yeah.
daughter. Yes, absolutely.
They're like twins,
I know. So
basically.
Bethany has to look
I
at
know.
Jason every day, but she's such a cute version of Jason. But still, like, I understand what you're saying. It always happens with divorces. Weird. Okay, so the election party that I was disappointed with, but it was. What do you guys?
I thought it was cool. Heather,
You liked it?
we got a drive by
With
Heather.
Heather, yeah.
It was nice to see her.
It was nice to see her for sure. Yeah, we love her.
I liked everybody's little, like, just the little quick things we did get that were funny as far as, like, the gay Republican friend
Yeah.
and, like, people busting out, like, their T-shirts or their white pantsuits. Like,
It just
that was
happened,
fun.
it happened really fast, though,
Yeah.
right? It was
Yes.
The party
quick.
was over fast.
It was
yeah.
totally way too fast. Yeah. I think Dorinda leaving kind of disappointed me. I wanted to see a little more. Like, they didn't even wait to see that Trump was actually elected. They were like, okay, I have to go before he gets elected, basically.
Right. It
I
was
mean, I
weird.
remember checking Facebook that day and just seeing people just posting stuff before it even happened. So I feel like everybody was just kind of in that like somber moment where they didn't want to believe it was true. Like Carole said, she's like, I just wanted to go to bed and wake up and know that it was a bad dream.
But you're on a show. Like,
And
can you like? We're relying on you and your, reactions. But yeah, it didn't last as long. I agree. It should have been a little bit longer.
Should've been longer.
Carol's sad the next day and she's reading a letter. What was the letter? Can you?
She
was a
said
toast.
it was
That was
a
the
toast.
toast
She
that
was
didn't happen.
going to give at the party.
I totally
thought
missed
it
that.
was
Someone came up to me.
so-
and
It was so
That was a lovely
heartfelt.
toast.
Beautifully
Someone was
written.
talking to me. I totally
And I was like very surprised she wasn't more emotional because I actually cried the entire next day. Like I was very afraid for our country and like what his being elected meant for women and minorities, and I was freaking out and I was hysterical crying the whole next day. Like I don't remember the last time I was that upset. And for somebody as wound up about the election as Carole, I just thought maybe they should have followed her a little more, showed a little more dramatic stuff that day.
Totally.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was all so over so quick.
So
and they
quickly.
promoted all of this as part of the season. So I think we were expecting more.
Carol's not a
Definitely.
super duper dramatic person though.
Correct.
True.
So
You know,
you
that's
can
a
only
good
see
point.
someone crying so much before you're like, okay, let's see the next scene, because then you're over it almost. And not that I'm saying we wouldn't have appreciated her sentiment and like empathized with her, but like she's not a dramatic person. She's not going to throw some big like angry thing. She's like, Donald Trump is our president-elect, where there's a lot of people that I know that won't even call him the president. So for as much as she pushed against him, I appreciate her saying that and
Acknowledging
her what's it called? She just she's very graceful about handling it. She be sad, of course.
Yeah.
I thought she handled it really, really
Is
well.
that why we were so excited for the anticipation of this episode? Because we wanted to see Carole be dramatic.
maybe break
Yeah,
down and freak
we
out,
wanted
and we
that.
all
didn't get to see
expected
it.
that.
I think maybe that's
Good
what.
point, Lyndsey. That's what it is. It's that she's not dramatic. So we were like, oh my god, I want to see her. I want to see what the heck these people are saying is
that
going to
kept
be
us
so
wanting
crazy.
more.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
kept us totally wanting more. So Ramona was then, Ramona drinking champagne, trying on birthday dresses. The red one again. She wore red to her last birthday.
And
the
everyone
luncheon.
wore red.
Everyone wore Bethenny red, but she didn't wear it to this one because she didn't know that this was her birthday party. But she wore black. But yeah, she's trying on the dresses, and Carole comes in, and Carol's like, the irony is not lost on me that we're trying on dresses right after Trump was elected, and like all this whatever. And then they're talking about Bethenny a little bit, and she's like, I'm so excited that I get to. Ramona's like, I'm so excited that I get to like bond with you without Bethenny in the room. And she's like, don't talk about that. Don't say that. And Ramona's like, well, I just never really get to hang out with you without Bethenny or whatever. What did you guys think of Bethenny and Ramona's reaction to Bethenny not wanting her around, not wanting her to be at the party, the election? Was it the election party, or what party was Ramona referring to when she was talking to her? She's like, oh, the party, I'm not going to be with her or something. Not going to.
Well,
I think that was
Ramona-
the election party, right?
Yeah.
Ramona talked about her party, which Carole said, "Oh, your
right.
surprise thing," and then she's like, "What?" And she's like, "What? I don't know." And she's like, and then Ramona just went on as if she didn't hear, which I almost thought was slightly fake.
Yeah.
like
Totally
she
was.
knew there was a
knew,
surprise
yeah.
party then.
Oh, okay.
But she
Oh no,
was.
at the election party, because she wasn't invited to the election party. That's what it
She
was.
got disinvited.
Yeah.
Disinvited, right? Yeah, sorry. It's like third grade. Yes. I don't know. I feel like every time I see Ramona and Carole in a room together, I just feel so uncomfortable. I
Yeah,
can't
it's
really
an odd
watch.
pairing. Because I feel like Carole doesn't really tape with too many of the women. I usually see her with Bethenny. So when you see her with a different person, it's kind of like she's missing somebody like on TV. But
It's nice to see her spreading it around a little because the
is.
rest of the cast was so wound up about her only taping with Bethenny all the time.
yeah, at the
So.
reunion, they definitely let her know how she was being portrayed on TV.
I thought it was big of her, as upset as she was over the election stuff, to like say, "That's okay. I'm gonna go tape with Ramona." Her like number one political enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ramona.
For her birthday dresses of all occasions, and I'm sure she had a couple of champagnes before.
Her
Carole-
month of birthday,
Her birthday
celebration.
month. Right. So then we have. I'm just gonna jump to the birthday if that's cool with you guys, because I
But
think.
what do you think about Ramona starting that drama with Bethenny? Do we think it was intentional or not?
You mean the drama from last week or 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago. Because I feel like it's going to carry on for
It was
probably like
intentional.
a few weeks.
It was intentional.
You think it was intentional?
I think it was her way of creating some rift between somebody because
for the
everybody was
show or just between them as Ramona?
I don't think she thinks that far into things. Otherwise, she wouldn't get herself into half the things she gets herself into. I think in the moment she just wanted to get her riled up, and then she doesn't think about consequences like 6 months down the line. I don't think, or she wouldn't have done it. I don't know.
What do you
Maybe
guys
maybe
think?
she would have. I don't know.
It should. Ooh, I don't
Because
know.
I'm
The
only
way
asking
she-
because I feel like it's going to carry on, especially on the next episode.
I mean, I would have been just as offended as Bethenny for the way that Ramona was phrasing it. But Ramona just is not that smart to me. So I don't know what her motives were in that moment. I'm undecided.
I think it's interesting because she is picking fights with one of the main people on the show, so it kind of makes her relevant. It keeps the show going.
Well, she's
it keeps
a
the
main
Ramona
person too,
Costa.
though.
Yeah,
She's an OG.
yeah,
They're both OGs.
she is an OG too. But I feel like starting drama with Bethenny, it kind of makes the show because there wouldn't be like a storyline would be following.
That's a good point. Do you guys think that? Did you guys see the episode a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think that it was intentional that Ramona did what she did to Bethenny? Like, where there was a bigger
Bringing up
reason for it?
Bryn.
Yeah, we were actually just talking about this before this episode.
Oh, wow.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, funny. No, we were saying that it was because I think Bethenny tried so hard to not be the recipient of drama on the show. Like for last season, she was the one who brought up the text to LuAnn, but had nothing to do with Bethenny. So I think it's Ramona's way of trying to get Bethenny involved because they know the show will be better if Bethenny's involved in something.
But see, I feel like Bethenny's not going to bite. She's avoided conflict by avoiding the party up in the Hamptons. And then
Right.
now avoided Ramona's birthday. And so she's keeping herself kind of far from it until next week when
Well,
there's
yeah.
going to be, she's going to get confronted with it. But I think she's trying to avoid the drama.
We saw how Bethenny is when she's feeling awkward. Remember when she had that party last year at her house with Dorinda and her boyfriend? So we kind of can see how she feels in awkward situations. So it would have been interesting if she would have came.
Yeah.
Sorry, my mom just texted me. She just landed. Just wanted to make sure she was okay.
Glad you're
I
safe,
wasn't
Prince.
texting for any other reason to that person that got mad. Okay.
I know they go in.
I know, right? Please. Okay. So Harry Dubin. Oh wait. I'm just jumping in. I just love Harry Dubin. Okay. So Ramona, it's her surprise party. We're not sure if she's going to show up. Risky thing by Dorinda.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, with Ramona. And she's got these dates every 5 minutes that she's going on. So did you guys think that she was going to potentially not show up to her birthday? Because the way that they edited it and maybe the way it actually went down, because Dorinda's in a car and then she gets in a taxi.
I don't know. Maybe she probably wasn't even going to go, and maybe the producers had to say something.
I feel like the producer stepped into this because I feel like Ramona was like, I'm going on my date. Dorinda's not here. She's late. I don't know when she's coming. And the producer stepped in and said,
Right.
actually, we have to take you, like, you have to go to this thing first and meet with Dorinda. We have to put you there
She
first.
probably
I feel
shouldn't
like
have
that.
invited that guy to her party because she
Definitely
paid
shouldn't
him
have invited.
zero attention.
Oh my God, we
and it
have
was
to talk
really
about that. That was
embarrassing.
so weird.
Yeah, we'll
We're
get
gonna
to
get
that.
He
Yeah.
shouldn't have gone anyway.
Yeah.
Really?
No.
Okay, wait. Okay, we have a lot to talk about. So Megan, did you think she was going to not show up potentially?
I thought she was gonna pull the drive-by. I thought she was gonna really appreciate the party and be like, but thanks, I have a date. It was so lovely to see all of you. I have another party planned for us all too. I'll see you then. Like, I thought she was gonna do that.
Oh my God. So wait, we're supposed to believe that she was out with George, correct? And then she left being out with George and went...
No,
she was
She was
on
on
the
She's
the
on
way.
the way to see George.
On
She's
the way
on
to
the
see
way to
George.
see George. Oh, okay. Because I thought it was kind of weird that they split and then went back. Okay, that's what I missed. So she was on her way to see George.
Well, so she was at home and didn't want to wait for Dorinda to pick her up because Dorinda was running late. So she got in a cab and went to the place they were supposed to go together, which was her surprise party.
Oh, see, I thought that she was in the car, that Dorinda was in the car outside of her home, and that Ramona just left. Was like,
No.
Oh, that would have been so much juicier, though. Damn. Okay, I'm gonna stick with what I thought. So then Ramona shows up at a party, and she's literally shocked. Like, she's so shocked that she stood there so long, the elevator almost shut on her.
I love that,
That
though.
was-
that was
that was
great.
great.
They really
Yeah.
surprised her.
She looked really good because that was I was waiting for her to say like, "Oh my God, I'm not ready for this. Like, this is my birthday."
And as much as many people have opinions about Ramona, she has a lot of friends that stick by her no matter what. So it just kind of shows, like, you kind of love and hate her, but a lot of people are there to support her as well.
Or they're fake friends.
Or fake friends.
Absolutely fake friends. I feel like so many of them are fake. 'Cause she's on a show.
The
She's
New
like that.
York social climbers, yeah.
Yeah, she's a total. I mean, when she walks down the street in New York, everyone knows who she is.
Now,
That's true.
I'm a pretty real person. If I got invited to Ramona's birthday party, if I was covering it for AfterBuzz or something like that, I would go. And any other circumstance, I wouldn't go.
What?
Really?
Nope.
Wait a minute.
I
what?
don't, because I don't care. I don't need to be in that fake environment.
She's a
I'm
real
not a fake
Bethany.
person.
She's a real
Yes.
Bethany over here.
Damn, I'd go.
Lyndsey Frankel.
I'm not going to do
Megan and I
that.
go. I don't
Lyndsey
even have to
Frankel.
answer. I know Megan and I would go. Megan, you go.
Hands down.
Definitely.
I
If
would
it
be
was
there,
Jill
too.
Zarin,
Okay.
oh, I would be there in a heartbeat.
Would you guys go?
I would go in a heartbeat.
Okay. Would you go?
Totally.
Okay, Tom.
Well,
I
mean,
would be there.
Yeah.
You like have to go to like watch how everyone behaves.
Yeah.
At the
Yeah.
very least, you have to be like in a corner scoping out like how drunk does everyone get?
Absolutely.
What are they saying to each other? Like who's not talking to who? Like you have to at least
While
be there.
you're
for-
Instagram and Snapchatting away.
Absolutely.
Of course.
Live streaming the whole thing. Okay, so Ramona is just so surprised. She gets on the floor. She like falls on the floor.
She had to up the level of excitement
she
right there.
had
Yeah, she had to fall to the ground.
She had to. Scarlett O'Hara over there. And then we see Harry Dubin. Harry Dubin makes an appearance on every season of New York Housewives. This is what I forgot, and I'm ashamed to say this, but it wasn't until I saw the flashback that I was like, oh my god. He asked
The ring.
LuAnn. He gave LuAnn a ring before.
Gave Sonia.
Sonia the ring.
Sonia the ring.
No, wait. Okay, good. I wasn't wrong because I thought
Sonia
they gave
Sonia the ring,
And
then
left
left with
with
LuAnn.
Oh, right. Okay, so I can, guys, we didn't bring this up, but we should have brought this up episodes ago, after shows ago, because it really makes a lot more sense why Sonia is so mad at the situation with Tom and LuAnn.
It's the second guy she
Guy she is left
that
with.
Lou
And
stole right out from under her.
Sonia's recycling center of guys.
I mean, that's kind of what Sonia was saying. She's like, it's, my friends should get other friends or whatever. They should take all my friends. She meant to say LuAnn should find other people than just my people.
LuAnn
Yeah.
is like a real slappy seconds. Like
Yes.
she's like, bring it on. I'll
Oh,
take
God,
him
I
home.
can't stand
Did you
those
guys
people.
remember this though? Because we've been talking about this, and I feel like we've been trying to figure out why Sonia's so scorned. But like,
Yeah.
how the heck did we not bring this up?
Yeah.
That's I think a good part of
Totally
it.
forgot about this.
But then
I'm so
Sonia,
sorry, everyone.
then Sonia, and I don't know like how.
Sonia needs to get with Rocco.
Sonia needs to get with Rocco. Yes.
Do you think LuAnn will take Rocco then and like leave Tom?
If Tom doesn't work out,
she's
No,
not
or-
engaged.
Sonia needs to date someone off the grid.
that's hard for her.
Somebody like downtown.
Harry was off the grid, right? And then Sonia, and then LuAnn
Well,
was.
Harry's kind of been a playboy. Like, didn't he date what's her name, the one with the fake leg?
Oh,
Yeah.
Aviva.
Aviva.
Yes.
Slept with her too.
No, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I forgot about Aviva.
Wait, weren't they married?
Wow.
They were married. That was
They're
that was-
married,
They're
yeah.
married. Yeah. Thank you.
So I mean, this guy's been around the block. He's been getting it with the housewives
That's
to
so
keeping
gross.
himself right in there. So I mean, she's got to get somebody else. I was in New York. There are plenty of attractive, wealthy men around New York, plenty that would be willing to take care of Sonia and do all the things that she wants to do. With that, maybe they don't have the name, but plenty of men that are wealthy and would be
Wall
gentlemen
Street.
and that wouldn't be messing around with 5 other housewives.
Do you guys agree? Do you think that Sonia is scorned so much because, really, like this is the second guy LuAnn is left with in a sense?
I think yes, definitely, and I also think I don't think Sonia's trying to get married.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
I think LuAnn was like definitely like I need to get married. Like who's the next guy I can get married?
Do you think she regrets not wanting to get married to Tom now that Tom's with LuAnn?
I think so.
I don't know. Sonia's so kooky. I don't know what she's thinking.
Yeah.
You never know.
All right. Well, I mean, I think that I think that you always want what you don't have anymore. I think she just wants
true.
she wants it just to be that Tom is forever single and she's forever single and they can date everybody and then they can go back to each other. She doesn't want to like let go of that part of her life. Harry Dubin and LuAnn, did they have an interaction? No, right? Is it just
No.
like hi, goodbye?
They left.
No,
Yeah.
she
She
could
had
have did
the
that
Ir-
Irish goodbye.
Yeah,
So
okay.
Yeah.
she might have been gone before then. Who knows how that editing played out?
Do you think that Tom really had a dinner? That he couldn't be there because he's gonna go pick up LuAnn at the birthday?
I don't think so, and
Yeah.
I think he should have been there because that would have been way more intense and a lot of,
Absolutely.
it would have been interesting.
Do you think LuAnn forbid him?
I don't think she wanted him there, obviously, for reasons that Sonia was good. It was gonna turn into what it turned into last year on the boat, and she didn't want that. But it would have been great for us to see that.
So great.
Would have been great, but it also would have taken the focus away from Ramona's birthday. And
Well,
been
she's
on
gonna
some
have
other
another party.
drama. She's gonna have another party, but this way the
I'm
focus
kidding.
was on her and the party versus being the situation between Tom, Sonia, Ramona, and LuAnn.
Right.
True.
I'm all for no drama, you guys. I'll just watch BoringHousewives.com.
Right. Sonia says that Harry Dubin's the itch that she cannot scratch.
That was hilarious.
She can't. Oh my god. And then it's interesting. Sonia is a little bit upset at Tinsley. Tinsley's always in trouble with Sonia. warning, guys, if you're ever going to have a sleepover at Sonja's, there are guidelines.
Yes.
Sonja needs to write a book on if you're going to sleep over, these are the things you have to do. You have to invite me everywhere. You have to get me a drink anywhere. Anytime we're out anywhere, I have to know where you are at all times. Like,
I would have anxiety being Sonja's roommate, because it sounds like it would be very, like, a list of things that you need to do, and I couldn't live under those circumstances.
Don't you guys think she treats Tinsley
yes.
like one of her interns?
Yeah.
Yes.
You have to get me a drink. I may not be drinking, but I want to wet my whistle too. I literally feel like it's an assistant to Sonja, and especially because Tinsley's young.
Yeah.
So, I
agreed.
mean, she looks like she could be one of her interns because she looks so young and vibrant and stuff.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So, I feel like she's kind of treating her like...
An intern.
I think she enjoys having the new housewife be like her little
Protege?
buddy
Her
for
plus
the
one.
season. Yeah. So she's like, I'm gonna finally someone I've got the one up on, you know.
Yes.
Well, it was kind of nice that you can kind of tell Tinsley's personality. Like, she switched the dress. She's not trying to make it about her.
Yeah.
And I kind of appreciate that, but we're 5 episodes in and we're not really getting a sense of who Tinsley really is.
Agreed.
So hopefully we'll get to see more of that. And I don't know, with the rules that Sonja has, I don't know how good
How
of a
long this is
friendship
gonna
that they
last?
have, but this might, I think somebody said that a friendship gets completely destroyed this season. I think Bethenny said that to Extra. So I think that, I don't know who it is. We'll have to see.
Well, Sonja's on her way. If it's them.
She's going down that path.
Yeah. I don't think Ramona and Bethenny will ever not be friends, just because I feel like it shows who Bethenny really is, the fact that Bethenny forgave Sonja. It shows how forgiving she is. If she can forgive Sonja for basically taking the name of her company, or like a less version of her company, but still doing all that shady stuff. She was really she did not want to ever speak to Sonja again, and now she does. So I think that she will forgive Ramona, but this is also about Brynn, and I feel like that's a very sensitive subject for her.
Yeah, and sometimes even if you have long friends of 10 years, if you just take that one wrong road, it could end a friendship. So
Yeah.
we'll see how it pans out.
Jorge, let's talk a little Jorge, a little George tonight.
Oh.
Poor George. So he shows up. Ramona's like, hey, it's a surprise birthday for me. Do you want to show up? And he's like, okay. He gets there, and they're talking awkwardly for 2 minutes. And first she's like, what's your name? What's your name so I can put you on the list? She's calling him Mr. whatever his last name is. She doesn't even know his name. He shows up, and I understand it's her birthday. She needs to make the rounds. And she doesn't have to bring him every single place. I get that. It doesn't mean that she invites somebody that all of a sudden that person has to be around with every person she talks to. But it was she turned her back on him. She didn't say
Here's some
these are my
friends to talk to.
Yeah, if she kept it open and said, these are my friends, then she walked away and they were in a conversation. Did you guys think she was super rude to George?
I thought she was, and I thought that was kind of shade. I mean, did she really not know his name? I mean, I really can't imagine. Yep. You really think so? Mm-hmm. I don't know. I felt like that was kind of a little shade to kind of play off the fact that this isn't as serious as it is. It's just a whatever, and so it kind of downplayed the velocity of her date, maybe. I don't know.
I thought, that she didn't remember his name at all, truly. And it was the rudest thing ever. She said, yeah, just chill.
Just chill with 250 people you don't know.
He was standing there so awkwardly.
All she needed to say was I had no idea my friends were throwing me this surprise party. We should reschedule. If she wasn't going to give him the time of day when he showed up, she shouldn't have invited him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She shouldn't have invited him. And his bad. Don't go. It's a birthday party.
Really?
It's your first date. You're gonna go to somebody's birthday party with all
wouldn't
their
it be
friends.
super rude if he didn't show up? She just said it's her birthday. He's like, I can't make it. I was gonna go on a date with you. I'm not going to your birthday.
No. Just I would say, you know what? Have a great time with your friends. I'd love to reschedule with you when you're available and take you out to celebrate your birthday.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Thanks, guys.
You
What did you
know?
think?
No, I like that. Damn. See, I see two sides of it. I feel like there's one side where it's okay, you were just told that the person you were going to go on a date with, it's her 60th surprise birthday. It's super classy if you take the trek down wherever the heck that party is. You show up maybe with some flowers. And you're like, I know we're going to reschedule our date, but a drive-by. He could have done a drive-by.
Okay, I agree with that.
But not make her feel like she has to go around and make the rounds with him. But I think a drive-by would have been super classy. So I think if your idea and my idea had a baby, it would be the best idea.
I'm okay with the drive-by.
Okay,
I'm okay
fine.
with him literally picking up flowers going, hey, I just wanted to come by and say hi, happy birthday, you look radiant.
Gotta have a piece of cake and leave.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
What the heck was her wish? Like, what was she reciting?
Oh God, okay, what? Did you see her eyes?
She goes, I gotta make a long wish. And then she's like, what?
The crazy
It
eyes
sounded
came
like
out.
She was like,
Crazy eyes came out. She literally stared at him and she was like,
Those are walking down the
cake or
runway.
something. I was like, what is about to explode? Something's gonna explode somewhere. Yes, Megan, what was that? What did she wish for?
I cannot, I don't know if she was making a wish for every part of her life. Like, I need to find my new husband.
What do you wish for on your birthday?
I literally wish
you
for
can't
one
say it.
thing
Don't say
every
it.
time, and it's quick, and I don't, have to say it out loud with my lips moving, and she went on and on and on. I was like, what?
It was probably longer, and they edited it to trim
Yeah,
it down.
probably did. They probably did that though.
I think on Watch What Happens Live it would be a really funny skit if they had her they had the music playing da na na and everybody's just standing there like, oh my God, and she's still wishing and she's just still wishing 20 minutes down the line.
That was
They
funny.
probably did cut
take
something
that,
with that moment. Yeah. We'll have to go
Oh
home
my
watch.
God. Okay, so then we see Sonja and Ramona outside on the balcony, and Ramona's, I think, had a couple drinks at this point.
Yeah, you can tell. You
can
can tell when
definitely
she is on that Pinot.
She's not happy with Bethenny. Yep. And she's not happy with Bethenny not being there. And Sonja doesn't agree. Sonja's like, well, you brought up her daughter. Her daughter's only 5. And Ramona is so crazy. She goes, she's 6.
And people are
Really?
savvy.
Really?
People are savvy.
She's 6.
A
and
6-year-old
people
is
are
savvy.
Yeah.
I
But
mean,
sure-
I'm not saying that they're not, but
I mean, it just shows
That's
you
my
where
first
she's
thought.
at in her head to say that.
As defensive as she is about this, I almost think it wasn't a calculated thing. It's like
Okay.
she literally has no idea that the way she
Right.
phrased this was so insanely rude.
That's what we agreed upon, that she wasn't thinking ahead, right? She's not
Right.
thinking 6 months down the line. So I think you give her too much credit sometimes.
I think this is for long run. I think Bethenny is gonna forgive her because this is what Ramona does. So again, she gets a pass for that type of behavior. It's I think I wrote, it's her normal behavior. You know, so
yeah. It's just who she is.
it's like a pattern.
Diarrhea of the mouth.
I know you guys didn't really agree with the Lisa Rinna comparison, even though Lisa's newer, but it's kind of she does things for the show, in my opinion. So
I think she
It's
does
tricky.
do things for the
She's a little
entertainment
tricky.
value, for sure. But it makes you wonder, does she go home, watch herself, and study and see what people are tweeting her about? She has to know at this point, being on the show so long, what makes people want to watch her. Do you guys think that that's how Ramona is? That she doesn't really, that she knows exactly what it is that makes people mad at her?
I think the thing about Ramona is that she is just a character of her own. She does not think I'm gonna do not that I'm gonna do this for cameras, but I think she just runs at her own pace.
Yeah, I
So
think
whatever she
she's
says, it's
crazy.
gold.
Yeah.
So I think producers are get what she said.
Really? Okay, so you don't think it's more strategic?
No.
Okay.
And if it is strategic, it blows up in her face because
Right.
she wasn't thinking ahead enough. or
Right,
whatever.
right. Yeah. But she's still stuck by it. She doesn't think she did anything wrong. She thinks she did nothing wrong in this whole situation.
Unbelievable.
It really is
and
unbelievable.
there's Sonja, just kind of her extra.
Oh my God, she says Bethenny's holding a grudge. I think she needs to apologize. I think Bethenny would forgive her.
I think she just needs to apologize.
Bethany, she's the apologizer, and we haven't seen that yet with her. Is she not doing the apologizer this season? Well, I haven't seen any apologies yet.
Not yet.
Yeah,
She's in a
superhero
great place in
apologizer.
her life. She doesn't want to apologize right now.
Right. We didn't see what's her name? Ramona's daughter, but that's probably 'cause she was in school.
Avery, yeah.
Avery, right? Okay. And we didn't see. I don't know. I still have this weird thing where I think Mario might walk in.
Oh gosh.
I don't
Oh,
know, or he
God.
would send a call. It makes you wonder what's going on at this time in her life. That she's on the show right now. Is he watching her? Does he check in to see who she's dating? Is she doing
I
all
think
this
so, for
dating
sure.
so he sees it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
don't
I think
know.
he would be a little obsessed, just seeing everything, because he got to live that life as, her husband on the show, so he knows how the game has worked, and he, I'm sure, stalks her on social media.
Do we know
for
his
sure.
Twitter? I wonder if he tweets. We should check in and see what he's been up to and see how he's
Do
how
we
he's
know
taking
when
it.
Jill Zarin is going to be on the show?
I think is it a couple episodes from now?
I don't know, but I can't wait. Every
I can't wait. I know.
Right?
We're an episode closer.
I'm really
And it better
really
not
want to
be
get her on this show.
it better not be like how they did Kelly Bensimon, that quick, in and out.
I don't want to drive by.
Yeah,
We
no
don't
drive
want to drive by
no
Zarin,
drive-by.
okay?
No.
We want a full-out Zarin, Bethenny confrontation. They're somehow make it to the same
Locked
table.
in an elevator together.
Locked in an elevator together for 6 hours. They have to hash it all out. Yes.
Ooh, that would be
Yeah.
A spin-off.
That'd be
I
amazing.
hate to break it to you. I think Bethenny had nothing to do with when Jill taped. I think it was it's like a LuAnn wedding event. And
No.
Bethany's not there.
Leave it to Megan. She knows everything about
Sorry,
Bravo.
guys.
Spoiler alert.
Sorry.
Spoiler. This is what happens when you have someone like Megan on our team. It's like moments like that. You just pop the balloon. All right. Well, anyway, can we get into some predictions tonight, guys? Okay.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
It looks like the next episode we're seeing like a little taste of LuAnn's dress, her little lace and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I'm actually interested to see where Sonja and Tinsley's relationship goes as time progresses, because if she's living in your home, then we'll have to see how it all pans out, because Sonja looks like she's oblivious to how she's treating Tinsley. And I don't know if Tinsley's the type to deal with that for a long period of time.
I have to just say, I think Carole and Adam, there's going to be some breakup happening. Maybe a little break from the shack up. I don't know.
With Bethenny and Ramona's conversation, we're gonna get the apologizer.
Gonna get the apologizer.
I was gonna say same. I think that maybe for the fact that they are in their same room taping, Ramona kind of brings up the issue again. We're gonna maybe get to a resolution sometime next week.
Do you guys have any predictions? I know you didn't see this episode, so no pressure. But any predictions? It doesn't have to be next episode. It could be this whole season. Something crazy gonna happen that you think?
I agree with Ramona definitely apologizing, as she
Okay.
always does.
Okay.
I think, and I don't know how much of a prediction this is, I think LuAnn is probably trying to keep her wedding as far away from the camera as
You
possible.
do? Okay.
Well, I think she would have been totally for it if all last season didn't happen. Because then she knows, like, oh, then they're going to try and bring Bethenny to the wedding and do all that stuff. you know?
Yeah, I think it would have been really bad if. Oh, yes, you're saying because the cameras would be there. That means everybody has to be there. Like,
Right.
You can't. Well, is that really true? Because the election party. I mean, Ramona wasn't at that because she wasn't invited to that. So, does everybody have fair game to go to anything when the cameras are rolling, even if they're not invited?
I'm sure that they do, and all the producers let them know what's happening. Unless they specifically want to keep them apart. But when my friend was a producer on the show and handled
Oh, yeah, I remember
Sonja,
that.
Ramona, and I can't remember who else she handled. She handled the one girl for a while, the brunette girl that had the twin babies.
Oh, yeah.
You know who I'm talking about?
Cindy.
Cindy. She wrangled them, but she had to have, they all had to
She
be,
had the veneers.
No. I'm
they
sure
had
if
to
I see
all
her-
be in places, and they were scheduled to be there and trying to wrangle Ramona and Sonja was like death.
Poor thing, they gave her both of them. That's
I know.
an impossible job.
Yeah. That's a lot.
Hopefully they get paid a lot.
I hope so too.
Yeah, seriously. Well, guys, it's been an awesome show with you all again. Please,
Yes.
please be sure to comment, subscribe, rate us on YouTube, and you can find Megan at
Megan Stecher on all social media platforms.
and Lyndsey.
You guys can find me on all things social media at Lyndsey Wegner or my blog, lyndsey.wegner.blogspot.com.
Thomas.
Hey guys, I'm always on my phone, so hit me up at Thomas Orlina on everywhere on social media.
Do you guys want to put any of your social media up? I know you behind the scenes a little bit, so.
No, we're good, but thank you so
Okay.
much.
So you don't want everybody to
No.
follow you and comment. Okay, great. You can find me at Ashley Daniels on Twitter and Miss Ashley Daniels on Instagram. Thank you so much. We will see you next week.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.